I go up to Stan Lee and I go, hi, Mr. Stan Lee. And he goes, hey, he's like, I saw what you did with that kid over there.
Welcome everybody to Con Culture Podcast. We are here with a special guest at Life Like Jay. Kind of confusing depending on what social media you're on. There are some letter changes from Instagram to TikTok, but Life Like Jay.
We're gonna have to track down that other Life Like Jay and go listen. Give it up.
Live.
Oh,
So nice you got to put I twice. That's how we do it.
it's not. I didn't do that on purpose, I swear.
No, we found out who Life Like Jay was on Instagram, and it is not your page. It's just some random guy.
I have messaged him so many times. Let me have the handle, and he just leaves me on red.
Oh my gosh. His last post is from like 2016 or something.
Oh, that's
like,
the worst.
So
The worst.
stressful.
Said,
I know.
absolutely not.
Yeah, and I'm
good.
scared. I'm scared he'll be like, if you pay me, and I'm like, oh no.
I don't have any money. I'm sorry. I just really, really want it. That's
Golden
why
ransom.
it doesn't matter how small the social media is. We get Con Culture. I get downloaded, and then I get Con Culture Podcast just in case. Like, we have a handful of apps that nobody's ever going to find us on because they're not even really apps anymore, but we're
Remember
on there.
Bite?
Just, yeah.
Oh God.
I think we did a couple of ones for, what was that,
Did
5 second
1 or 2 buttons.
TikTok one? Yeah, Bite.
Bite.
Yeah, it was Bite. Yeah, we did 2 bites, and then we never got on Bite again, but no one did either. But
You're like, well, that was fun.
Yeah.
yeah, but pretty much. Follow us on Bite, guys.
Let's make that our biggest platform.
Oh
Exactly.
no.
Largest following. So
What
let's
was that
get
one that was like coming out?
Oh,
Which one?
It was like
Hive or
no, it was
something?
like green, and it was like an
Oh.
IG, and it was
It's
supposed to
Hive.
like take
Oh,
over.
no.
We all downloaded it, and we all hated it.
Whenever TikTok was supposedly going to kick
Yeah.
the bucket that in 2020,
hold
what
on.
was it?
I think I
Oh
still
my gosh.
I'm guilty
think
because
it
I
was-
think I
I
still
think it was
have it on my
Hive.
Was it
platform.
Hive?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Hive.
still have one.
Yes,
I still have one.
yes. I do also, and guys, be sure to follow us on
Yeah,
Hive.
follow us on Hive,
On
please.
there as well.
Bet.
You're getting all them
Well,
plugs
I'm not
in.
joking, man. We
We're on
download
everything.
everything just in case.
That's
But Hive got spicy real fast.
Yeah.
oh, it's
Yeah,
a
we
spicy
did.
I was
now.
on Hive.
Very
yeah,
spicy.
no, it's full spice. Like, it allows
Well,
full. It's like
apparently
Twitter.
Juan still uses the app
Yeah.
because I had no idea.
No, this was about 2-3 months ago.
You
Hive
said
was
I heard
like-
it somewhere.
and I knew it. I saw a creator share their follow me on Hive, but they were like,
Ugh.
looking great.
Do your thing.
Much
Do your
love.
thing.
Exactly. But I went to Hive and I was like, holy shit, there's a whole plethora. Like, this is what Hive has become now. So if you want to get spicy content, Hive, I think, is still running.
There we
You can
go.
try
I don't
it.
even know.
Yeah. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about our guest, Jay, and his Hive page. Hopefully there's some tasteful nudes on there, because I would be right back on Hive if
Be like,
that were the
subscribe,
case.
subscribe.
So, exactly. Subscribe. Yes. I want to ask you right out the gate, how did you get into this? How did you get into cosplay? How did you begin your journey? Tell us your origin story to start.
Oh well, a meteor. No. No, so a long time ago, I was like, I love Spider-Man, right? My favorite superhero of all time, by the way.
Nice.
I was like, I want to be Spider-Man, right? And then I was like, how do you do that? I don't know how to sew. I don't know how to shoot webs out of my hands or build a web shooter. So anyways, I found out you can buy costumes. And I had bought this like terrible Walmart Spider-Man
I
costume.
think we've all had that one.
Yeah.
Everybody
and I
starts
was-
somewhere.
And when I tell you I was so jazzed,
Yes.
like I was like, yo, it was the Andrew Garfield TASM 2 Spider-Man suit.
Yes.
Didn't even have a back piece. Like it was just blue with a red zipper. And man, I was Spider-Man.
Oh.
Like that was it.
Felt like a
I was like,
million
this
bucks.
is it. I was like, I am him. He is me.
There was no
Done.
telling you otherwise.
Yeah, literally. But the thing is that like the mask was attached to the whole thing.
Yes.
And like the eyes were like, is it opaque that you can't see through?
Yeah, it's like it's tougher to see.
No,
Yeah.
tough. Can't.
Oh.
It was just printed on.
Oh my God.
So I would like move the
You were
mask so that
Matt
like my
Murdock
eyes were
Spider-Man.
like between. It was the Mad Murdock Spider. It was terrible, but man, I tell you. So, anyways, yeah, that was it. So that was my first like major cosplay because I was gonna go to a Comic-Con with a friend of mine because like she had invited me to Comic-Con here in Washington in Spokane, and I was like super jazzed because I had never gone to Comic-Con and it was free, and free is my favorite price.
Yes.
Oh yes. Free 99
yeah.
all day.
Exactly. Lo and behold, she had found out that Stan Lee would be there. Oh, yes, this is way back in the day, but she didn't tell me Stan was going to be there. I had no idea.
You got to prepare a man for that. You can't just walk in.
I wasn't prepared.
Outer body experience.
So yeah, so it was everything. So I was terrible Walmart TASM 2 Spider-Man. I was going to Spokane Comic-Con, and then like I just remember we're walking around, people are taking my picture. I'm freaking out because I'm like, oh my god, this is it. I've made it. I'm a cosplayer. And then a really sweet interaction with a kid happened where he was like, he's like, Mom, it's Spider-Man. This kid's like 3 or 4. And the mom was like, sweetie, no, it's not. We talked about this. There's people in costume. That's not Spider-Man.
Shut your mouth, Mom.
So I looked at this
Let him
mom.
believe.
Yeah, right. Like, let this kid live their life.
Give it to him.
So I threw a backflip.
Yes.
Yeah. And I landed like Spider-Man.
Yes.
And this kid, like, when I tell you the
Lost it.
disrespect in this kid's look at his mother, he goes, I told you.
Yes.
And she was like, I guess you're right. I guess that's Spider-Man. So, and then I promise, I know it's a long-winded answer, but
No.
this is
I love it.
This is the origin. So my friend goes, hey, by the way, I paid for you to meet Stan Lee. Yeah,
No.
yeah. I literally couldn't breathe because I didn't believe her. I
Huh.
was like, what? I was like, don't do that to me. She goes, no,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a
So we
cruel
actually
joke.
drove all the way. Yeah, I live 3 hours away from Spokane. So I was like, why am I here?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm in line to meet Stan Lee, and I see the man. He's sitting there, and he's doing his Stan Lee thing where he's like this,
Yeah.
Yes.
And I get in line, and I'm like over there like trembling, and they're like, the security's like, all right, you're next, and
Yeah.
I go up to Stan Lee, and I go, hi, Mr. Stan Lee, and he goes, hey, he's like, I saw what you did with that kid over there.
Shut up.
And I couldn't breathe. And he was like, that's exactly why we do this. And he said, good job, Spider-Man. And let me tell you,
I'm out. Thank
So it's
you.
all about
I'm like,
movie can- the movie can end right here.
Because one could
Like,
cry
the movie
for a
could
minute.
end right here.
right? Like, that's it. So, like, I take my picture, and, like, you can see I've posted it before, but, I could always, anyways, I put my arm around, took the picture, and you can see my face. I'm like this.
Yeah. I mean, how could you not be like that?
As soon as I got out, I put my mask back
Cloud9.
on. My friend's like, are you okay? And I'm in my Spidey mask, and I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
Stan gave me a job
So,
to do.
like, literally. So, and then that was the day, like,
great
we're
power
leaving the
comes great
con.
responsibility.
We're leaving convention, and my friend goes, hey, are you okay? Like, you haven't really, since we met Stan, like, are you good? And I was like, I 100% want to do this forever.
Ever.
And then that was
That-
it. And then that's it. And now, here we are. I'm with you.
That is one
God.
of the most like heartwarming. I'm like legitimately
Damn, Jay, I
crying.
think that's the greatest origin story ever told on this show.
Yes.
Shit.
Thank you. Thank you. It's my favorite nerd story ever. Like,
That is amazing. So-
Gentlemen, let's welcome Jay to the podcast.
yes.
What a
I
great
know,
way
right?
to start. Wow.
That's
Good
amazing.
flip,
So you
right?
met your idol, you met an idol, you made fiction reality for a child, like you knocked it all out in your first con go. So
in my worst suits ever.
yes.
So how long have you been doing cosplay? Like how long has that been?
Yeah, how long
that
have you been
was
doing it?
2014.
Wow.
Dang.
So
That's-
since then, and then I think like a lot of cosplayers, I seriously got into it during the pandemic because I was like
Yeah.
living alone, and I was like, well, hell, I have all these suits.
Might as well.
Yeah. And
I
then
wanna-
TikTok happened.
What was the moment that you realized you're in too deep? Like when like you're on your third suit or third iteration or you're up at night working on something? When were you like, oh, I'm in this life now?
The maid dress trend.
I think that was how I found you on
The-
TikTok.
The maid dress
What?
trend. I was like, we're here.
I think that's how I found you.
I was like, I've cosplayed too close to the sun. Here we are.
You're like, I am Icarus. Is this my Icarus moment?
And it was the one, because remember, it was like the audio. God, I can't even remember now. But it was like the one where like it was like that
Yes.
audio.
Yes.
And I was like,
It's
I'm
the
in.
it's
This
the
is it.
0-2 dance, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes.
It was that one. And I did
Yes.
the maid dress because I was like, it's fine. My page will never get popular. It's
Joke's on
okay.
you. Joke's
Ooh,
on
so
you.
you can
No,
see that
the maid
forever.
trend was my favorite trend on TikTok. I loved that trend.
So
Yes.
luckily, it's a really old video.
Speaking of the pandemic and TikTok, like how big was TikTok for you, just going deeper into cosplay and being able to do things without having events?
Well, originally I downloaded TikTok because I was bored out of my mind.
Yes.
I
As we
had
all did.
just yeah, literally. I had just beaten all of my Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah.
and I mean that. I played Assassin's Creed 1 all the way to, at the time, Odyssey.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's my favorite game series of all time, by the way. The all time. So yeah, so I beat it, and then I was like, well damn. And I was like, I could make TikTok videos. And then I legitimately was like, don't do that.
Don't be that guy.
Yeah, literally, I was like, don't.
It's just for kids.
No, yeah, but like, I was like, don't. I was like, you don't need to do that. I was like, you're don't do. And then I did it. And then I think after my second Itachi video, I was
Oh.
like, oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm.
The copy
thing is-
ninja, my man.
Yeah,
was like- I
Juan
was
loves Naruto.
I was like Itachi cosplays for the move. I was like, this is it. I was like, I'm gonna cosplay with my beard though. I'm gonna show everybody they can cosplay with their beard.
Yes.
And then I hated that. So every now and then I'll still like let my beard grow out because it is the worst
Yeah.
thing to shave. As you can see, I'm clean shaven now. I did Jotaro last night, spur of the moment. That was wild. But yeah, that's it. Literally during the pandemic, I was like, I'm gonna. I guess this is just what I'm gonna do to pass the time because I have no more games to beat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've done, like, if anybody hasn't had the opportunity to go look at your social media pages,
Yeah.
they're missing out because you've done so many awesome cosplays.
Thank you.
And I know that this is a hard question because it's like, I mean, it's a hard question, but if you had to choose what's a cosplay that really means something to you, I know you've talked about Spider-Man, but are
Mhm.
there other
Oh, the
ones that
Walmart
mean a
scene.
lot to you?
Oh man. So I do have 3 cosplays that genuinely mean the most to me. My Moon Knight cosplay.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Ooh.
I credit my Moon Knight series for the majority of my following. Like that the show was coming out. I was really
Yes.
excited to see Oscar Isaac in the lead.
Killed
Because
it.
like I'm Hispanic, I'm Puerto Rican, so seeing another Hispanic actor be like a lead character in a show,
Yeah.
like
It's
just got me
everything.
hyped. And he wasn't a side character, he wasn't a partner, he was the guy. So I
Yes.
was like, yo, and like I knew of Moon Knight prior to the show. Like I played Spider-Man Web of Shadows, and I've seen him team up with the Avengers here and there. But seeing it in real life, like just
Yes.
Next
so,
level.
so I credit my Moon Knight for the majority of my following and the closeness of Oscar and the Hispanic community. My Green Ranger cosplay from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yes.
It's special to me because that was my favorite Ranger growing up. But then now, unfortunately, with the untimely passing of JDF, now that cosplay, I'm actually, I keep going back and forth on the fence if I'm ever even going to wear it again. Because I love it and I love him so much. So there's that one. And then as of late, my White Tiger cosplay. So White Tiger's an old school character from like 70s
Yes.
Marvel, but with him being a Puerto Rican hero from Brooklyn, I'm a Puerto Rican guy from Brooklyn. So I was like, man, like we do need more of these characters like in the
Yeah.
like
Yes.
in the spotlight. So I was like, all right. I was like, this guy. Yeah. And
Yeah.
of course I love my Namor, like I do. I love being him.
Oh, Namor
I
Robbie
do.
Reyes. Your
Rob-
Robbie.
Oh, my Robbie was fun too. Like
No.
there's a bunch that I love, but those ones really like when I wear them, I feel so different, you know?
It is.
Yeah. It's different
It-
whenever you cosplay something that is like that you hold close to your heart because of some personal reason
Uh-huh.
versus whenever you put something on because it's trending. and not
Yeah.
putting, they're both
Yeah.
great. They're both totally great. But whenever you have a personal connection to a character, that's
It
definitely,
hits deep.
it definitely hits different, like Juan just said. So
It changes
thank
the
you.
game, yeah.
It does.
Yeah, I
It
want to
does.
backpedal. I want to backpedal to the Green Ranger and you
Holy
debating on whether you want to wear it or not. I think that if Jason David Frank could say one thing, he would say, keep wearing it. Keep preaching my message. Because that's who he was. He was always about keeping going. And I think it would be a dishonor to not continue to wear it. Just
Yeah.
my personal.
No, that's
That's a
super
good
I
valid.
know
point.
it's a
That's super valid.
Yeah.
I had put it on
He
after
loved it.
his.
He loved it. That was his biggest passion was being the Green Ranger. He
Facts.
wants all the Green Ranger. Yeah.
No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he did all the fan films. Like, he kept it going. I think
Yes.
you're right, Britt. It would definitely be, and because those moments like Stan did, when Stan said that's why we do it. Like, you can do that
Yeah,
for
right.
Green Ranger fans who will never have the opportunity to meet JDF.
Yeah.
So I think
Especially when it's a
you're
good
definitely a
Green
great-
Ranger cosplay too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
you're
you,
a great
thank
flag
you.
bearer, man. You're good for carrying the torch. But those Hispanic ones, bro, I was tearing up on your page, man. You got a lot of great ones, and it really does hit different. How did you feel like consuming Moon Knight and seeing Namor on screen portrayed? Like, what was your emotions watching those lead
Oh.
character role type films?
So I mean, can I swear?
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's part of our slogan.
I'm actually upset you haven't. I'm
But-
actually a little pissed
We
you
haven't
fucking
been
haven't.
cussing
Yeah.
enough.
No. So when
Well,
I was
shit.
watching Moon Knight, I just remembered genuinely every single episode. I was like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. And then,
Yeah.
does everybody remember like the trauma dump episode?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
mm.
I try not
Yeah,
to, but yes.
I've lost my mama at a young age, so that
Yo,
destroyed
So the trauma
me.
dump episode, I remember it ended, credits rolled. I stared at the screen while the foreign credits were rolling,
Mhm.
and I'm
Same.
crying. And I was like,
Same.
what the fuck just happened to me?
Yeah.
Turns out I had to go to therapy, and I did, which was great.
Yay!
Yeah.
We love somebody who goes to
Yes.
therapy and takes care of
Yes.
their mental health.
Yeah, that
we
was
love it.
Definitely.
that was
Definitely.
intense.
That episode let you
Yeah.
know.
No, it
that you
did,
needed
and
to
it actually
go.
brought back some horrible
It
memories.
unpacked
Won't share.
so much. Yes.
But
That's what it
but
was
anyway,
all about, though. That's what that episode was about.
That episode was crazy. It was very eye opening. And then, first of all, Oscar Isaac,
Mhm.
tremendously talented actor. The switching between
Fantastic.
Steven and Mark was just so seamless.
So believable. They were different. Their mannerisms, their body language,
Everything.
their voice, everything was different.
Um,
Phenomenal.
but seeing him on screen really, really made me realize that I don't ever have to be one thing. You know what I mean?
No.
And that was really good for me. People that have that the multiple personalities. It was really cool to see it in a not derogatory way. You know what I'm saying?
Stigmatized way, yeah.
Normalize it.
Yes, you know what I
Normalize
mean?
It
these
was
things that have a
humanized.
stigma.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, cool, because
Yes.
we have other movies like Split and stuff like that where it's a little like
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
a little-
obtuse. And I was like,
they
okay.
make them an enemy. It makes it a horror type
Yeah,
character.
so
Yes.
seeing it in a
As-
positive light where was like really, really cool and really helps that community out. So I was like, damn, Oscar, damn, Marvel, like good job, guys. Like tight.
Definitely, just for individuals with mental health issues, and that's another reason why I've loved the character of Moon Knight forever, because I do suffer from bipolar disorder, and he's Hispanic, and like just pile on the reasons why I was anticipating that show.
The whole show
I
was
was
just
checking
so
all my
good.
boxes.
But then seeing Tenoch Huerta playing, Kulkukan Namor, when I seeing the trailer by itself, the trailer alone,
Chills.
like I need to know if Wakanda's an enemy. Oh, man, I was like, yo, we are it. I was like,
Yep,
we're out there,
we are here.
You know what I mean? And like seeing him on screen, like when we saw the movie, right? I just remember like I was in awe. I actually had to see the movie 3 times. Because the first
Same.
time I was just in tears.
Yes.
Right? I was
Yeah.
like, man, like this was a super powerful like just tribute to Chadwick Boseman. I was like, man,
Yeah.
the beginning sequence ruined me, and the ending sequence ruined me. Like I went to see the movie with a friend, and I literally was sobbing. They're like, "Hey, are you okay?" And I was like, "Do I look okay?"
Nothing about me. It's
Is this
okay.
the face of somebody who is okay
Like
right now?
literally, I was like, I have tears. The second time, I was fangirling over Namor, like I was like, we could date. It's cool. Like, I was like, sure, he's better than me. I would have folded.
Oh yeah, on purpose.
And then the third time I saw
you got me.
yeah, I was like, oh no, I sacrificed my city. Like, no, but then the third time watching it, I just really like took in what the movie meant for all of us, like in the people of color communities, just in general, just seeing just the African art and architecture, just getting that light, and then seeing, a community that like was ravished by the Spanish conquistadors, but then, moved on to have their own Wakanda, essentially, like in the movie, Talocan. It was just so beautiful to see like a thriving, like Mesoamerican community. I was like, wow. I was like, this is dope. This is amazing. I need more. Thank you. I'm addicted. So that's great. And now I just want like every hero to be Spanish for selfish reasons.
I don't think that's selfish at all.
Right? Like,
I think all of that was beautifully said. I truly do.
Thank you.
Yes, no, for sure. And Marvel's doing it with the Miles Morales, like Robbie Reyes. Like, there's no shortage.
And the Jenna Ortega rumor.
Echo.
Yes.
Oh,
the Jenna Ortega rumor about White Tiger.
I'll take all of it.
Was one of the original reasons I was like, I have to be Hector.
You're like, I have to do it.
I was like, Marvel.
Jump on it now.
I got jacked, Marvel.
He's like, I need to get myself to that premiere.
Hire
if
me.
She is there.
Literally.
Hire
so I can be there.
Look,
get a
I will
picture
start
of Jenna.
tagging Marvel in literally every single one of your videos and pictures.
Just get your
Hire
community to help you, man.
Don't do that.
So, what you've done cosplay? You've been to amazing cons. Trey, yes, please take it, Trey. What would you like to
Speaking of
ask?
dreams coming true, if there is one dream cosplay you could do, money is no option. What is it?
On the spot. On the
I was
spot.
like, oh god. There's so many. Okay, are you ready?
Name 3.
Yes.
Top 3?
Top 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Darkness. You guys ever read that comic book? Look it up. I'm not even going to tell you. Just look up The Darkness.
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay.
Okay, so The Darkness. I would love to be Jackie Estacado. He just Italian hitman, gets the powers of hell and some like super dope like Spawn armor, basically. Right? That's the easiest way to say it.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's so
yes.
cool.
Like,
Yes.
okay, cool. So there's that. Then there's the Guyver. Do you guys ever heard of the Guyver?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good.
80s.
You
Mark
found the right
Hamill.
podcast.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, but then I
that
was
is-
like,
I was like,
Yeah,
I know
my
that these are
brother's
very old
absolute
and very
like,
like
No, I love it.
favorite.
Not
no,
MacGyver.
not MacGyver.
Guyver.
The Guyver.
Guyver.
I know it's niche. I
Yeah.
know.
no, I love
Thank
it.
you.
It's my brother's niche. It's my baby brother's favorite hero of all time.
Baby brother
all time.
is legit because that's it. That's
Yes.
No, but yeah, I just grew up loving the Guyver. I was like, man, this, and then I found out it was an anime.
Yeah.
Crazy, wild. And then
Nuts.
third one, out of nowhere would be Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
Oh,
Oh, I was like, Brittany, where's it?
Like, I just like, okay, so like I'm obviously a 90s kid, right? And Dragon Ball was super influential in my anime taste and all that stuff. And I love Dragon Ball Super for what it is. Like, it's dope. Good job, everybody. Everybody's having a great time.
Oh, yeah.
Super Saiyan 4 will always be superior to the Blue, Instinct, Ego, Gohan's new mode. Super Saiyan 4 is it. And Brittany's like, wait.
this is so triggering for me. I'm the biggest Dragon Ball fan ever.
I love, like, GT was
GT.
but
Yeah.
Super Saiyan 4.
Have you-
Talk about
We don't talk,
GT.
but
We don't talk about GT, but Kai wasn't
No,
bad.
Kai wasn't bad.
Right? Kai was okay. It's okay. It's Cliff Notes. Super was
It's
great.
Cliff Notes.
But you cannot tell me the Ultra Instinct is
no, so okay. So power levels, like, yeah, Goku's, he's dope. I'm not saying that. I mean, visually speaking, Super Saiyan 4 was
I don't know.
tough.
I don't know. Ultra Instinct, it's got the whites and the blues, and that's so celestial to me. And to me, I think celestial, I think God. You know what I mean?
Valid.
Like that's a tier level.
You're so valid.
We'll have to agree
Yeah, I
to
was
disagree.
like-
I mean, every transformation is beautiful because
It's
he
all
had to earn it to
preferences.
get it. So
It's all preferences,
mullet-
baby.
And the red eyeliner, come on.
Yeah, Glass Shark
It's fancy in
69
that
degrees, SS4 Goku, dope as
Yeah.
hell.
So yeah, those are some
That's a
three
Twitch
that like
comment
money
there.
was no object, and I could craft these easily. Those would be the ones that I would want to do.
All right.
I love that.
We're gonna start the GoFundMe's tonight. Get ready.
There you go.
Let's 3D print that Guyver. Let's get it going. Take out the Zoonoids.
Oh my god! If I could get the
I'm deep cut, bro. Oh, the Steve. There's a cosplayer. I forget his name. He does a Venom, but he also did a Guyver with the steam shooting out.
wait, is it the Venom that has like the
nuts.
realistic Venom?
Yes.
Yo, I don't know that guy either.
Yeah,
but
it's like a
he made a
trippy,
Spawn. I think.
Sinister something.
If we're talking about the same guy,
yes.
yo, his
yes. He made a
Spawn,
Spawn.
like
Venom.
I was like, yo, I think I love
It
this
was
person.
nut. Yeah, I think it's Sinister something.
That's
I
a
gotta
valid
look him up
reason
on
to
his...
love
Yeah,
somebody.
Spawn, Al Simmons, one of my
Yes.
favorite heroes ever.
Mm-hmm.
Spawn is a
It-
great comic book character.
Like
It is. It
Spawn
is.
is one of my favorite comics I've ever read. Like, just it's so raw. Like, go Todd McFarlane for
Yeah.
whatever like gold that was.
Yeah, you seem to be attracted to the raw characters.
Well, so like I like characters that like I'm not like a hero or an anti-hero or a villain guy. I like really well written characters. Right?
Yeah,
And Spawn, like imagine your
Same.
entire career you were led to believe that you were the goodest of good guys, but then it turns out you're actually a terrible, horrible person and you get sent to hell.
Yeah.
And then you lost like 20 years with your family. Not actually 20 in the comic, but you know, he lost like a whole bunch of years with Wanda.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, what do I do? I know, I'll kill Satan.
Yep. Now you're a monster, and
Yeah,
you got to take
why
on
not?
Yeah,
hell.
like that's so tough. Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
it is-
characters that
it
are
is
just like
awesome.
really they have like so much depth to them beyond the call to action of being a hero or beyond like pure villainy. Like they have so many more reasons for just being.
Yes, I could.
I guess that answers my next
Mhm.
question. I was gonna ask, out of all the fandoms, you know, like anime, gaming, comics, TV, movie, what's your go-to? Genre.
Oh God. So I don't know.
I think you already answered it though. It seems like it's these well-written
Well,
characters
so like
like
when
comics.
it comes to fandoms though, right? Like you're now diving into like how many different conversations you're having with people, and like it's
Mhm.
I like to consider myself a buffet of fandoms, because like there are days where I really like to
Your
anger
page
Star
would
Wars
suggest
trolls,
that.
you know.
The
Oh,
Star
yeah.
Wars fandom
The
is
Star Wars
wild.
fandom.
Oh, yeah.
So it used
So
to
tough.
make me
Nuts.
really mad when they would talk poorly about Star Wars, just whatever they were talking bad about. I used to get like really butthurt about it, right? But now I have so much fun. Like, yeah.
The sequels are my favorite trilogy, hands
And
down.
I can't hate you for that though. You know what I'm saying? Because like this will, I don't know, this will drive people crazy, but like Star Wars isn't perfect.
Yeah.
Every single one of the Star Wars
Absolutely not.
trilogies has had flaws, but I love
Yes.
all of them.
And every one of them was made for teenage
Yeah.
kids.
Yes. I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
George Lucas is a
It
genius.
was
I
made for the
can't-
next generation, not you.
and here's the thing, like, and I can't take credit for this. This is what my husband says, but I agree wholeheartedly. Star Wars is like pizza. All pizza is good. Some pizza might be a little bit better than others, but at the end of the day, it's all pizza.
Some people like pineapple on their pizza, and some people don't.
Yeah, some
Like,
people
you
are
know, it's
wrong and
just
some people
pizza.
are.
Yeah, Gigi, your husband's right.
I'm still going to
Pineapple
eat it.
does not
Yeah.
go on pizza. No,
Disgusting.
okay.
But
Trey,
Delicious.
Guys, we just
Trey,
lost 500 fans.
I hope so.
We're actually
outta here if you put
Pineapple
pineapple on
Pizza
your pizza.
Podcast. That's our
Yeah.
actual official name.
If you
Pineapple
put pineapple
Pizza.
on your
Oh,
pizza, you
yum.
could leave the lobby now.
I
Go
will
on.
leave the
He's like, I gotta
lobby.
go.
Go on, get.
I don't really.
I will
I
go.
don't, I don't like cooked
Oh, that's what I was
food,
gonna say.
so-
If it makes you feel better, my issue is that I don't like hot fruit.
Yeah, no, I don't like
Yeah.
apple pie. I don't
Yeah,
really like
same.
pie.
Hot fruit just doesn't
Yeah,
make sense
and
to
then
my
people
brain.
will be like, "But you like
Room
tomatoes,
temper
and that's
cold.
a fruit." Like, shh.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, okay.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, but I
it's
turn it
not.
into
You got
ketchup
me.
first or
Yeah.
tomato
If you
sauce.
were somebody who
I don't-
likes pineapple on
heat a
pizza
tomato
like
up.
me, the reason why
Yeah.
you like it is because when it is baked like that, it gives out a salty taste inside
Yep.
of like that pizza, right? You get the salty because you're getting all that oil and everything. But the pineapple gives off a sweet taste, so you're getting sweet and savory at the same time. So you're getting the salt
do-
overtaken by a little bit of the sweet.
Negatory.
I do like
so
sweet
it
and
has a
savory.
good combination. It really, like, I do love
It-
sweet and savory, and that's the only reason why I like them
That's fair.
together. 'Cause
Yeah.
it does help balance
I
out
think-
the saltiness.
I bet you like the prequels.
Hey, whoa! I
God.
like the
No.
prequels.
I'm just kidding.
I bet.
No, I love the prequels.
prequels.
My favorite.
That's
I'm
why
an
if
we
you
grew
have
up
to-
original
watching.
girl. I
If
like
you have
the
to
original
explain it that
three.
hard, though, like if you have to explain it that hard, you know it's a bad
You
choice
don't get
already.
it. Like
You
it's all
know.
about the origin of
No,
Darth
so
Vader.
my favorite Star Wars movie of all time will forever and ever be Revenge of the Sith.
I love Revenge of the. That's my. Okay, my
Preach.
favorite
I
is
can't
Rogue
hate you
One,
for that
but
because
I love
Rogue One
Revenge of the.
is so depressing.
Empire.
See,
The thing though is like
Empire.
the weird part about this
Empire
like debate
rookies.
is that like I feel almost like a liar because I love every single one every time I watch it.
yes.
Like I still
Yep.
like literally no, I am your father. I'm like
Chills every time.
literally,
Tell me again.
I knew it was coming, but clutch my pearls. No. Yeah, and I'm like obviously loving Mandalorian. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Yes.
yeah. So I'm a big dork.
100%. Now,
And
another Latino,
Wait,
speaking of,
Are you a
in
big
the
dork?
I'm like
No,
a
I didn't.
huge like
couldn't tell.
nerd or whatever.
couldn't
I'm
tell.
like
Oh,
looking
that's
at my
weird. I
Power
didn't
Ranger
expect
shrine
that.
right now. So there's that.
I love
Yeah,
that.
I'm literally only 2 helmets away.
Where is it?
Now-
Oh, you can't see it right now.
Some of the Twitch comments. Now, Krista's unfriending all of you that like pineapple on pizza, and we have Glass
you
Shark
can't
69.
unfriend me.
Get.
To be fair, Glass Shark says, to be fair, my point with the comment is that, I know who that is.
That's my
it's good,
husband.
great, what is it? Got bread, sauce, cheese, that is lightsabers, blasters, and aliens, then it's good. Even if it's a garbage chain restaurant or a high bistro, it's
No, that's so
still
valid.
pizza, you know.
Because if
So
you give me
that
Little
is-
Caesars pizza,
yeah,
I'm not going
it's
to be
valid
angry.
100%.
It's free pizza.
No.
Oh, I'm chomping it
No.
down. I'm chopping it down.
Here's
all
the
of
thing.
it.
I have not.
High end or
Even
low end.
bad
Exactly.
pizza's good.
All of it
All
gives
right.
me IBS, so it doesn't matter.
What is
Final
it they say?
question.
Look,
We got to bring the show to a wrap.
gorgeous girls have tummy issues.
That's not,
So,
How we
last
stay
question.
good.
Who wants to? Is it? Are we going to do our usual last question?
Yes, the usual last question.
I think we have to. So we'll do that.
Are we there?
It's a big one, Jay. Prepare yourself. We're
Okay.
there. This
You're
is
sitting down, right?
harder than anything, including the Stanley
Yes.
story. This one's going to be the toughest
Yes.
question you've
Oh,
ever
oh.
answered.
We're judging
Yes.
you.
So I know we've
Yeah.
come in with
The
some
whole internet's
heavy.
watching.
Yes, we've come in with some heavy hitting questions, and so we're kind of going to end on another heavy hitting question. So
Mhm.
you know, are you ready?
I think so.
Okay. This is the most important question you can answer in your lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
If you were a Girl Scout cookie, which cookie would you be?
Hold on,
He
no,
said
hold
I'm
on. I
out.
got my box somewhere. I was just eating them.
Oh,
Oh!
wait.
Oh!
No, I'm not
he's
even
got
kidding.
props.
Hold on. So my life was changed recently.
This is.
I don't know what the box is.
Wait.
It doesn't matter. The new cookie, the Adventureful.
The Adventurefuls are so good. The
Oh.
brownie
The
with the
brownie
little
with the
caramel thing.
Yo, like let me
Okay,
tell you,
okay.
it
Yes.
used to be Thin Mints. It used to be Thin Mints, but then the
No more.
Adventurefuls changed. Like it was
Yes.
I am non-religious, but I saw God when I had the Adventureful. I bit into it.
Same. Is
No
that
lie.
you, Jesus?
He took the body of Christ.
And I shoved it
Let 'em
down
go.
my throat.
It was
Get in
a
there,
new
Jesus.
experience. I was staying with a friend at Emerald City Comic Con, and we chowed in. I
Yes.
opened the box. I took the first bite, and I looked at her, and I went, "Robin." And she was like, "What?" And I was like, "Eat this." And then you saw both of our eyes just go. "Ah." It was wild.
And this is I
Yeah.
think the first year that they've released them or that they've been selling them, across
I
the
will have
United
to.
States. Because this was the
Yep.
first year that I tried them and I never heard of them before.
Excellent.
And see, I'm a trefoil girl. Like I'm like, give me that boring little butter cookie. I love them. But then I tried that Adventureful because my friend's daughter is a
Rocked
Girl
your
Scout.
world.
And so I tried an Adventureful. She's like, "This is our new cookie. Would you like to try it? It's called an Adventureful." And I was like, "Okay, sure. Like whatever. I'll try it."
She knew damn well she was
And
she was
then
doing.
Cookie dealer.
And I took a bite and I went,
A hustler.
"Damn it. Like, I got to get this cookie
Yeah.
now." Like, and so I had to
Yeah.
buy a box.
No,
And I ate them
Yep.
for breakfast.
So-
So
I ate some today
Speaking-
at the gym during leg day.
You got to get through it however you can. Leg day is rough, bro. Everybody knows leg day is the hardest. So you got
I
to
was
get
wearing
through it
my
however you
JoJo's
can.
Bizarre Adventure shirt today, and I was listening to ABBA as I do, and I just remember like I took a bite of the Adventureful, and I was squatting humble flex 405, and I'm squatting, and I was down there, and I remember
How many reps?
it was 12.
My man.
Well, the thing is that I'm
God
cutting for
damn.
my next cosplays. So I had to get my like last few days of heavy lifting out of the way. Because once I start
That's
like that new
amazing.
diet prep, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
miserable.
Sucks it out of you, for sure. So that's awesome. I'm glad we got all these amazing stories. I could honestly talk with you for hours. You were so
Same.
kind, genuine, amazing. But if we
A
do want
treat
to
and a
stalk you,
treasure.
exactly, a treat and a treasure. If we do want to stalk you, how do we go about it? Where do we find you on social media?
Oh, for sure.
Follow. I meant follow.
Where do we find you? So on TikTok, it's Life Like Jay, just like it sounds. There's one eye. On Instagram, it's Life Like Jay with 2 eyes, because that kid won't give me the handle. And then yeah, like
We're gonna blow
literally,
up his DMs.
Well, yeah, Juan, take the video clip from this video and we're gonna just blast it
Yup,
out
it's
on
gonna be
all
on
of
all our
stories about
reels
him
and
giving
socials.
up
The
handle,
the
you don't even
name.
post.
Give up the handle, Life Like Jay. Give it to
Give him the
Life Like
handle.
Jay.
We
Um,
will find you.
And then because I thought I was being clever, you can follow me on Twitter at Tweets Like Jay. Don't judge me.
I love it. That's a
No,
good
I
one.
love that.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's so cute.
I have a Twitch that I have not been on. It's also Twitch Like Jay. Yep, there's a theme here.
I'm sensing it.
Oh yeah,
Then-
and
then
then
Bike Like Jay?
what was
Bike
the
Like
green one?
Jay.
I forgot already.
Hive
Hive
Like
Like
Jay.
Hive Like Jay.
That's the one I'm interested in.
Well, so I post
wanna
all
see
my
all-
like crazy unhinged thoughts on Twitter. I never shut up on Twitter. I will say
following you.
outlandish things.
Yep. It's happening.
Tweets like
tweet
Jay.
like Jay.
Yep.
Tweets like Jay.
Jay.
Jay. You just gained some followers
Hell yeah,
on the
thank
show.
you.
You said
Yeah,
unhinged
it's
and you
because
had
like
me.
I'll like
Yeah.
be watching an anime and I will just blow up your feed talking about this episode I've
Yeah.
never seen before. So I apologize in advance. And
That's
then
it.
every now and then I'll be like, "Ooh, I look hot
Nope,
today, black and
we're
white
in.
picture." You know, like
Oh, so artsy.
I
so
am,
artsy.
I am artsy.
Artsy flex. I love it. I love it. Let that creativity flow. I will put the lower third on the screen so everybody knows where to find you. What?
Slow your
What-
hey, pump
what?
your
We
brakes.
got-
I'm really curious about this contest that Jay was talking
that's
about with us.
true. Well,
I would like to
Oh,
know more
okay.
about
that is very true. We'll end on that
Okay,
note.
okay. So, all right.
Shameless plug time.
So I entered the cosplay star contest. Before we dive into that,
Uh-huh.
apparently there's a bunch of controversy about it. Yes.
Oh.
And the
Oh.
controversy of that, like,
Oh,
well, yeah.
spill the
So there are a bunch
tea.
of there's a creator on TikTok who was like, "Hey, like this is a scam or whatever," and I was like, "Oh, well, I'm already in it, shit," and you can't back out, right? So yeah, I'm already in. So they were saying that they can use your pictures without crediting you. Now, to the respect of that creator, I understand that there are a lot of creators that matters to because TikTok and their
Yes.
socials are their livelihoods. So for those creators, I
Mhm.
get that.
Yeah.
And then while I do understand them,
But those of us trying to get on.
yeah,
Those of us trying to get on.
and then, but I understand, like I understand that I have like a decent following on TikTok. Like, you know, it's like almost 130,000. I don't consider myself like a larger creator, even though some people do, right? I take 95% of all my pictures on my iPhone, at like
Nice.
midnight. So like, if they use my pictures, like it is what it is. So for the people that it matters to, I understand
Yeah.
and I get the anger. For me,
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm just a dude with a hobby. And then
Yeah.
the other part of the controversy is that like if you win the $10,000, that you have to like claim it on your taxes and it could potentially mess you up. You know, like however taxes work.
That's just basic knowledge,
Right.
though.
So that's where
I
I
don't
was.
get controversy there. You have to claim anything over
Yeah. So
10.
for me, I was like, I was like,
That's-
that makes. I was like, 'cause if you win the lotto, you have to claim that on your taxes. So
Yeah.
So
Yes.
so with respect to that creator who said it, I understand any anger or disbelief in the contest. I get that. For me, like I have a
Yeah.
firm belief that I'm gonna die anyways one day, so I'm just gonna do shit. Like I just
Yeah. Pro con.
so I'm in the cosplay
Yeah.
star
Pros
contest.
versus cons.
You can vote for me by like going to my beacons link in my Instagram and my link tree and my TikTok. You can go to there. You can vote for me. Drop as many votes as you want for free. please never spend any money on me ever. I'm a random dude with a hobby. But there are free
No promises.
There are free votes you can do. And then that's it. And then if I win, I get $10,000. I get screwed on taxes in the future, which is fine. I don't care. I really don't, because $10K right now is better than none. And then
Yup.
a feature in a magazine, and I get to go to Rose City Comic Con in Portland. Yeah,
In
Ooh,
September,
which is super
correct?
dope. I mean, I live in Seattle, so it's only like a 3-hour drive. So
I loved
Yeah.
Seattle. I was in Emerald, and I'm so pissed that I didn't know you beforehand. I am furious. I'm going back just to hang with you, man, because you seem like the
hell yeah,
coolest
I'll
dude
be at
ever.
SoccerCon.
I may do Rose
Yeah.
City. Just because I want to check Oregon off the list. We were so close. It was such a beautiful drive trying to get out to the mountains that I would not mind
Hell
driving
yeah.
through that whole area
I'll be
again.
at Anime Expo in
So,
July,
maybe.
down in Cali. If anybody wants to say
shit.
hi.
Ooh.
Maybe we'll have you back to talk about your experience.
Oh,
we
I would
do like
love
to
to.
interview
This is so
Yeah.
fun.
people who
I would love
attend
to. I would
cons
love
from all
to.
across the country.
Yeah, this is
so
awesome. You guys are the best.
Definitely. Thank you. We
Aw,
want to thank
thank
you for
you.
giving us your time so late, being on. Thank to everybody who is watching, commenting. Thank y'all all so much for watching. That is it for us, guys. We are out of here.